At Tokyo Game Show, I got to play the demo for Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. I must say that I came away with a positive outlook, as there are some improvements and features to make things pleasant for players new and old. This booth was actually too popular. Compared to other booths, this one would instantly fill that they kept telling eager players to come back later. As soon as they would open, you could not even walk from the closest waiting area before it filled up. If I wasn't too shy, I really wanted to chat with the other people, as I would see some playing a Star Force game on their DS or looking at social media related to Mega Man. Something to note is that this is a demo, so it may change before the final release. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into what they showed. The first thing you see in the demo is actually a menu similar to that of the Battle Network Legacy Collection. It's a neat thing in Subaru chats with Warrock. Something I hope they fix in the final version, though, is that navigation was only on the D-pad. I kept trying to select using the control stick, but nothing would happen. Considering the actual game equates the D-pad and the left stick, it felt weird to be absent here. However, the settings are the real interesting point, so let's get into those. First off, there are 4 display modes, including Tate mode. So that means you can play with your Switch in portrait mode. My demo unit was a docked Switch, so I don't know if the same is for PC, but since a lot of monitors allow you to turn to portrait mode, that could be an option too. Second, you could adjust the size balance between the primary and secondary views. There is also an assist mode which boosts your running speed in the world. I liked that, as I always felt like not being able to run faster was a bit annoying in the games. I don't know why they picked that name, but I guess we will find out later. Another help for those who just want to enjoy the story is the ability to amplify the Buster power. It's not as OP as in Battle Network, but there is some control. Now for actual gameplay, how they are currently tackling the touch navigation aspect is that a cursor now appears instead where it is possible. If you want to change target, there is a different button to switch targets. I think this is an improvement already, as you don't need to change input methods. I am still curious how they will handle the chapter gimmicks, particularly among the later ones. While a lot of gimmicks can be remapped to buttons, there is one that is trickier and also a bit time sensitive. It was also the best use of the touchscreen. However, since they did a great job with the navigation, perhaps they figured it out too. One thing that may confuse some people is the default button layout has the shield button be X instead of Y. I confirmed in Star Force 3 that it's Y there, so curious why the change. Well, at least it's still Y on an Xbox controller. Now, as the demo only consisted of between 15 to 20 minutes of playtime, I generally had to skip the text. I probably shouldn't have, because I missed how they handled the name input scene. Anyway, seeing clean text is really nice, especially for kanji. The battle sprites also looked cleaner, so that's nice. However, as I was speeding through the text, I encountered one confusing situation in the Brother tutorial. Hopefully it gets resolved by the time the game releases, or it could have just been my fault. So that's it. You could say my biggest disappointment is that they were not selling the cool shirts the staff were wearing. The simple Star Force logo on a black shirt is pretty cool. At least they gave us this nice file. That's it for now. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.